You might think you know how to use Google, but actually, you don't. I played around with the app for a while now and discovered that Google has lots of dirty little secrets. These secrets are capable of turning the app into your personal English teacher for free without you even talking to anyone. Welcome, my awesome people. My name is Albert and I'm on a mission to make you fluent. In fact, on this channel, I give you every possible tip and trick I discovered along my way to fluency, as well as everything that's currently working with my most successful one-on-one students. So basically, by watching these videos, you smart learners get to learn only the most useful tactics to grow your English as fast as possible. You're welcome. And now, on to the first way to turn Google into your personal English teacher. This one comes straight from one of my students who told me,
when I don't know a word in English, I search it on Google Translate.
Alright, everyone knows about Google Translate. You don't know a word in English? No problem. You type a word here and you see the translation right here. Easy, right? But that, my friend, kills your English. Yes, my friend, every time you use Google Translate this way, you're killing your English skills. All of them, all at once. How many words and phrases have you already searched with Google Translate? How many of them you actually remember now? None, right? You see? So let me now give you the secret way to use Google Translate and learn this language faster. Let's say I need to know how to say logopedista in English.
Wait, what's logopedista?
You'll see it in just a minute. Can you see this small icon over here? This insignificant little icon turns Google from a search engine to a speaking tutor. Yet, nobody uses it. Logopedista. Here you go. Then now we have the translation for logopedista, which is actually speech therapist. But what is a speech therapist? I know you're dying to translate speech therapist into your native language, but don't fall for that. Never use Google Translate to understand an English word in your own language. Instead, what you want to do is copy the word, paste it up here, and go with meaning right next to it. So now, if you want to know what a speech therapist is, you just want to read the English meaning, and this will just fill you up with a lot of words and knowledge about this topic. Anyway, back to us. Once you find the word, you want to press those little arrows in between, and then you just clear the space using the X. And this time, it's going to be you saying the word out loud. Speech therapist. And here we go, that just in few seconds, you've learned a new word, a new pronunciation, and if I ask you now, what's a speech therapist? I'm sure you already know the answer. Now, of course, if you're busy and need to know the translation in a rush, by all means, just go right ahead and use Google Translate the old way. Just don't expect to learn new words that way. And by the way, if you think Google Translate is fun, wait till you see the next big secret. This is a real secret. Very few people know about it. But once you learn this, you can learn the pronunciation of any word you like, while AI teaches you how to make every single sound. Take this word, for example. How on earth do you pronounce it? A regular English teacher will most likely tell you,
oh, you don't know the right pronunciation. Look, here is the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. This very long list of meaningless signs is what you must learn to correct your pronunciation.
No, my friend, you don't have to. Here is a better way. Just open Google and type in how to pronounce, and then the word you need. In this case, pronunciation. This is a graphic representation of what the word actually sounds like. In fact, you only need to press the icon here and you can actually hear it yourself.
Pronunciation.
Okay. It's also divided into the various syllables. This way it's easier for you to spell this word correctly. In fact, let's do this together, shall we? Pronunciation. Alright, but here is how Google really passes everything I've ever tried so far, because you can also practice and let Google correct you. Pronunciation. Like you see, it corrects every little bit. Because I went pretty slow, I overemphasized the first syllable, pronunciation. Whereas I need to put a little less emphasis, of course, on the first vowel. Pronunciation. Alright, so it says it's better, but I still need to modify it a little bit. So that basically in the end you sound as much as possible like a native speaker. Of course, my friend, you don't need to reach perfection. Perfection doesn't even exist. But like you see behind me, practice makes progress, which is more than enough. The moment people understand you, you have already achieved your goal. Now, what's the most fun way to extend your vocabulary apart from flashcards? Well, flashcards are fun. No, they're not. I was joking. They're not fun. But the next tool is a lot. Introducing Google Word Coach. With this pretty simple tool, you're not just learning new words, you're expanding your vocabulary effortlessly. Let's do this game together. Which image best fits the word designer? So, between a nurse and a tailor, I would definitely say that a designer is more like a tailor. Apparently, I said it right, okay, because I got a score, you see, 120. Alright, let's play again. Which word is similar to deepen? To deepen is basically to go way deep into something. So, of course, the word grow is way more similar to it. And here you go, 240 points for me. Which word is similar to cheat? Is it avoid or avoid? And if you chose avoid, yeah, you're right on this, very well, yeah. And if you don't know what it is, well, after this video, you can find it out on Google. Which word is the opposite of exclude? If you chose admit, like me, you got it. Well done, my friend. Yeah, okay. Alright, last one. Which word is similar to battle? This is easier, right? Yeah, I'll go with fight. How about that? And here we go. We just completed it. We have a 5 out of 5. Perfection. Okay. Anyway, you don't need to be perfect. Okay. Maybe you made some mistakes. Who cares? Because the point is that you learned new words. You learned new expressions. Also, connecting words and images together is very important. This way you deepen the understanding of that particular word, so you're able of using it in other contexts. Now, the next secret involves something you do every day, maybe even multiple times a day, and it turns Google into your speaking buddy. Yes, this tool can help you build a pronunciation so neat that every native will be able to perfectly understand what you say. Look at this. What a speech therapist does. If you speak your questions out loud, you can see how Google understands you. And if it doesn't, well, you'll know what to improve. Alright, the next secret tool builds right into this one, and it's the perfect secret weapon to improve your listening skills. Have you ever heard of the listen to this page function? This very hidden function is present in any phone, and it allows you to listen to the audio version of anything on the web. Here is how it works. Let's say you want to deepen the understanding of this word and decide to click on the first link to see what the article is about. Before going any further, you want to press on the three dots up there and go down till you find listen to this page. And once you click it, the magic begins.
Speech-language therapy, published by Kids Health. What is speech-language therapy? Speech-language therapy is the treatment for most kids with speech and/or language disorders.
Isn't this tool amazing? Right now, we definitely know what a speech therapist is and does. And if that's not enough, if you click on it, you can move the cursor to go back to something you didn't understand or move forward to the text to a point in the article you are more interested in. This is perfect for improving your listening skills and comprehension. You can even practice shadowing, which is repeating back what you hear to build fluency. But if you have a creative personality, this function can become a bit boring. So worry not, my dear friend, because the next secret tool will make use of your creativity. How many times have you listened to something in English you kinda understood, but were totally unable to sum up or repeat in other words? Repeating something back using different words is very important, because it shows you truly understood the message, and when you show you understand, people take you as an intelligent person and listen more to what you have to say. So, here is your chance to train this very important skill. Introducing Gemini. Yes, Gemini is Google's version of ChatGPT. It might not be as famous as its cousin, but you can surely use this great tool to improve your English comprehension, listening, and speaking skills. You can download it for free, and once you did it, all you have to do is ask exactly this. Hey there, tell me a short story, please. Now, listen carefully to the following story. You'll understand why.
The Curious Cat. Once upon a time, in a small, cozy cottage, lived a curious little cat named Oliver. Oliver loved to explore the world around him. He would spend hours sniffing out new scents, chasing butterflies, and climbing the tallest trees. One sunny afternoon, Oliver decided to explore the nearby woods. As he wandered deeper and deeper into the forest, he heard a strange rustling sound coming from behind a large oak tree. With his heart pounding with excitement, Oliver crept closer. Peeking around the tree, he saw a small, furry creature with big, shiny eyes. It was a squirrel. Oliver had never seen one before, and he was fascinated. The squirrel watched him for a moment, then scampered up the tree, disappearing from sight. As Oliver sat beneath the oak tree, thinking about his new friend, he realized that the world was full of wonders waiting to be discovered. From that day on, he explored the woods even more often, always keeping an eye out for the curious little squirrel.
Alright, what a funny story. Your task now is to try and retell the story in your own words. For example, so basically, this is the story of a little cat that goes around and finds a new friend in a squirrel.
That's a great summary. You've captured the main idea of the story perfectly. Would you like to hear another story, or perhaps discuss something else?
Of course, this is not something easy you can do in a heartbeat, but the more you do this, the better you become. Now, there's a way to take this mental training to the point you can become a writer, a ghostwriter, or even a copywriter. So many of you lately asked me, how can I improve and perfect my writing skills? Well, did you know you can use Google Docs to dictate what you want on a blank document? So here is how you do it. You just want to press the plus icon, new document, and here you are. Then you want to use this little icon you find on the right to dictate your own story, whatever you want to say. let's take, for example, the story we just summed up together with Gemini. Once upon a time, there was a very curious little cat. He loved to go around and discover new things. One day, he found a little squirrel up on a tree. At first, he was very scared, and as he never saw a squirrel before. But then he liked the little animal and decided to come back to visit him day after day. Now, the beauty of this is that once it's written, you can copy everything and paste it on ChatGPT, and you add, "Can you please correct this text for me and explain everything in detail, please?" What you come up is the corrected version with the detailed explanation of every little change. This allows you to improve your speaking skills and writing skills as well at the same time. And you can very well use this method to really grow your English and become fluent. But without following any routine, you won't be able to enjoy these 7 secrets, grow your English and become fluent. Because to reap the benefits, you need to be consistent. You need to dedicate some time to it every single day. So, how do you create an easy routine? One that you can follow every day, so your English basically grows automatically. I counted 5 rules. I used them to start a reading habit and got from 0 to 1,347 pages in less than 4 months. I summed up these rules for you in this video, and by following these rules, you'll be able to build a routine to grow your English and become fluent. See you in there. Cheers!